Hi friends, today I'm going to be bringing you something that I've wanted to bring you for a while now. I have spent quite a bit of time getting it together for you. I have about 24 links on this thing. I'm not going to put it under the video itself. This past weekend, I noticed that a lot of my friends, a lot of the people that I subscribe to, had gotten kicked off YouTube for some kind of copyright infringement or something, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to get off YouTube, and we never know if something like that could happen. I just don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do in order to give you those links, I'm going to put a link to my blog. And on my blog, you're going to be able to go there and see all of the links, all 24 of them. So I think that's a better way to deal with this. But anyway, right now I want to bring you some information that this is not new news. This news did come out, but this news came out during the time that my dad was sick and then he died. I've seen other people have put different videos regarding this up, and that's wonderful and it's great, but I don't feel like it's enough. I don't feel like enough information has been given out there about this. So now I'm going to give you mine. Okay, let's see, where am I going to begin? This has been weeks worth of writing to get this out for you. I really want to give you the best I can do, the very best I can do. So anyway, when I first heard about this, I was just disgusted, sick, and sad, and I didn't want to seriously believe that people could be so twisted and depraved that they could think this is a good idea at all. But anyway, no matter how uncomfortable this topic is, we have to address this again, guys. We have to learn more about it. We have to learn who are the people that are behind this so we can live our lives accordingly, friends. Anyway, I did write in here, I wanted to tell you, as I prepared for this for so long, studying, praying about it, getting extremely upset over it, I knew in my heart that this is something bigger than me. I truly think that not many understand the depths of what's going on here with this. Anyways, as I studied each day and I shared with my husband the things I'd find, well, at times I seriously felt sorry for him. As I'd explain to him the new things I'd find, there'd be a deer in the headlights look on his face. Poor guy, he's a smart man, but I think sometimes when you hear about the wickedness in the world, the wickedness of some people, it catches you off guard. You're just not ready for it. In this case, he wasn't ready. I wasn't ready either. When I first heard about it, I cried. I just cried and went into prayer. Never mind. No, we'll go on. Anyway, now it's you guys' turn, so here I go. It has come to my attention. If you use products created by Nestle, Kraft, Cadbury, Pepsi Company, even some Starbucks items, guys, also until recently, Campbell's and Soleil, that you're using products that were created in part by using aborted fetuses. That's right, aborted fetuses are used under the name of artificial flavors in these companies' products. And I guess, well, Campbell's Soup got out right away as soon as you could say they got busted for doing it from the public. They didn't want to go under because of their decision to do this, and I guess they didn't want to use dead babies as spice anymore in their food, so they quit doing that. Anyway, okay, I want to continue on now to name in depth some of the products. That's really what I wanted to do, actually. I wanted to name in depth some of the products, tell you what you should stay away from, and then go ahead and end my video at that point. But what I found was just, it was too much. I couldn't just do that and then stop, although I did give you a couple of them. What was the very worst thing that I used that I found on this list of things? Coffee Mate. Yeah, Coffee Mate. I like the Coffee Mate by Nestle, and that also has dead babies in that, and I won't drink it anymore. That was so yesterday. Not literally yesterday, it's been a while. Okay, you get my drift. Okay, let's see. Not many people realize that most of the processed foods available on the market, whether they be in groceries or fast food chains, all come from the same few companies. Even less people realize that these companies are major actors in elite organizations who decide health, social, and economic policies all around the world. Okay, I'm talking about these companies: Nestle, Kraft Foods, and PepsiCo. Okay, what's the actual situation that's going on here? Okay, Cenomix and HEK293 cells. PepsiCo employs the biotech company Cenomix to do their taste testing. Cenomix uses a line of cells that are derived from the kidney of an aborted baby in the 1970s. One article I found stated that they only used the one aborted baby's kidneys, but that was 50 years ago, so personally I don't believe it would be just the same kidneys. The cell line is designated HEK, Human Embryonic Kidney 293. It was isolated and cultured successfully in the researchers' 293rd experiment, hence the name HEK293. Anyway, these cells were isolated from the aborted baby's kidneys and then grown and replicated in the laboratory in a liquid nutrient broth called cell culture medium. As long as one changes the broth periodically, the cells will continue to grow and divide. And divide and continue to divide, I assume. Anyway, let's go on. Okay, because not one of the companies mentioned when they were questioned about it have said that it wasn't true, I want to tell you what their responses were, okay? What I'm trying to say was, they were asked about it and they didn't deny it. Okay, they just didn't deny it. They haven't said it wasn't true. They did give a response, but they didn't deny it. Here's what it was. After 3 letters, Nestle finally admitted the truth about their relationship with Cenomix, noting that the cell line was well established in scientific research. PepsiCo wrote, "We hope you're reassured to learn that our collaboration with Cenomix is strictly limited to creating lower calorie, great tasting beverages for consumers. This will help us achieve our commitment to reduce added sugar per serving by 25% in key brands in key markets over the next decade and ultimately help people live healthier lives." Kraft just didn't respond at all. Let me tell you something about their comment on here to create lower calorie, great tasting beverage. What I have found doing this was that what they're putting into their products are making people crave it. It's making people crave it and just desire it and want to eat more of it. Wow, okay. Oh, and this is also a side note I wanted to share with you. Check this out. This is ridiculous. It has been reported that in certain Asian countries, aborted babies have been dried and then ground up and put in capsules to then be sold on the black market as vitamins to enhance sexual ability. As repugnant as that is what we're doing any different from that? I mean, seriously, guys. Anyway, for all of us screaming no, no, no to the abortions, they're still doing abortions, and not only that, they're shoving it down our throats now. Literally shoving it, and we're paying for it. We're paying for it, and we didn't even know they were doing that. That's why I really needed to get this information to you guys. Anyway. For those of you who simply cannot believe that something this horrible could be true, then ask yourself, why haven't these companies sued for libel? They're wealthy companies. It wouldn't take much to shut these accusations up if it isn't true. And seriously, why did Campbell end their relationship with them? Okay. Let's look at the players on this thing, guys. I want to tell you, one of the things that I did see a couple of times while I was searching out all of this information was the phrase world government that I saw, you know, in looking at the CEOs of the different companies and stuff. I would see world government. Anyway, but first let's look at Pepsi. Pepsi is truly a worldwide conglomeration. If you want to start investigating what I'm saying for yourselves, you can look under PepsiCo's acquisitions and divestments. There was tons of information there. I'm going to give you all these links. Anyway, and then it goes on to talk about the different countries all over, including Russia, New Delhi, Europe, Canada, Mexico, Australia, South America, China, Brazil, Japan, South Korea. I'm sure there are plenty of other places, but all of these places Pepsi works with, and they give their business to these different countries. They send their products over there to these different countries. Okay, let's see. PepsiCo's product mix as of 2009 consisted of 63% foods and 37% beverages. Guys, it's not just pop, okay? Seriously, 63% foods and 37% beverages. Okay, PepsiCo is a global package valued today at $500 billion and growing. No wonder they don't care what Mrs. Soto is putting on a video for you guys. But you know, we care. We care. Okay, let's see. Oh, this I have for you. Between the late 1970s and the middle 1990s, PepsiCo expanded. Okay, they expanded via acquisition of businesses. Outside of its core focus of just packaged foods and drinks, they went outside of that and they did a spin out. What is a spin out? A spin out is when a company just splits off sections of itself into separate different businesses, okay? So it's not truly using the name of Pepsi anymore because it split itself off. It's Pepsi, but it has a new name now, and the new name today is called Yum, Y-U-M, exclamation mark, Yum, Yum Brands. Yum is ranked 214 on the Fortune 500 list, and it generated more than $11 billion in revenue in 2010. These are restaurants that they acquired. What restaurants, you ask? Thank you for asking that. Let me tell you this. KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, there are the global leaders of the chicken, pizza, and Mexican style food categories, but they're not the only restaurants. They are A&W, Long John Silver's, and I already told you Pizza Hut, but of course the Wing Street is also included in that, and their Taco Bell. But in September of last year, in 2011, it says that they announced that they had found buyers for the A&W restaurants and the Long John Silver's. I guess they just didn't live up to expectations. Anyway, one of Pepsi's primary competitors in the snack food market is Kraft Foods. Okay, and then let's go on. Looking at the product lines used in all of these restaurants, I started, this is where my mind went. I started noticing that in one way or another, these companies are all connected. All those restaurants have Pepsi products. All of them have Pepsi products. Okay, and then I noticed that the CEO for Kraft used to work for Pepsi. In 2004, she was appointed chairwoman and chief executive officer of Frito-Lay. Okay, and then I wanted to tell you, in October of last year, Pepsi shareholders demanded that the company stop using aborted fetal cell lines in their flavor research. Okay, guys, you know what? That didn't happen. They just keep doing it anyway. So Oh guys, I've got to end this video now and give you another one just for a couple seconds, because it looks like I'm already at my time limit for this. Okay, this is going to be part 1. I'll come back with part 2. I love you guys. I'll be back, okay?